Hi, welcome to Super Chunk.
Oh, I know why you guys clicked into today's video. I know absolutely why, okay? It's okay, I'm a guy too, so yeah. Anyways, for ladies, they have some things that is absolutely needed in their wardrobe, such as a little black dress, a jacket, and a pair of white shoes to just simply go with everything else. Likewise, for us folks who appreciate audio gear, there are some things that is an absolute must. Today we are going to talk about 3 types of ear tips that is a must-have. Ear tips can be divided into 3 categories: narrow bore, wide bore, and hybrid. Of course there's foam, but foam is expensive and they degrade too quickly, so I don't really count them. Anyways, these are my top 3 choices. Narrow bore ear tips. Narrow bore ear tips are ear tips that feature a smaller opening, which will result in a cut in treble or high frequencies. This is very useful for folks who are sensitive to treble, or if you want to tweak the signature of your IEM by reducing treble. You'll probably want to use these ear tips on a earphone that you find to be a little bit bright or shouty. Of course, this will come at the cost of airiness and spaciousness. As such, picking the right ones that will reduce this less is absolutely key. So my favorite in the narrow bore category would be the Final Type E. These have been out for quite a while now, but there is a good reason why they are still so popular. They just work very nicely for a large pool of IEMs. While they do have a smaller bore which will reduce some highs, but I found them to reduce it by a tasteful amount rather than them being overkill, which can make an IEM sound too dark or dungeon-like. These are perfect to smooth out harsher treble peaks. Also, because of this, you get the perception of improved bass response as well. Bass here is very full body. Comfort on the Type E is also fantastic. They are soft, but not so soft to the point where they just collapse and breaking seal. Adding on, they also block out noise well, unlike ear tips that are too thin, which does not block out noise well. One great thing about the Final Type E would be that it literally comes in 5 sizes: SS for the smallest, S, M, L, and XL. This is fantastic news for all ear types, providing excellent seal without much pressure on the ear canals. The next type of ear tips that you should have would be the wide bore ear tips. Wide bore ear tips are the polar opposite of narrow bore ear tips by featuring a large ass bore. When it comes to sound, it does the opposite of what a narrow bore ear tip would do as well. The main aim of a wide bore ear tip would be to optimize for more airiness and bigger, better staging. And by that, it allows more treble perception as well. So my top pick here would be the Nostalgia Audio XWB Extra Wide Bore Ear Tips. I think that the Nostalgia Audio XWB really emphasizes these traits very well, as I found that it allows for a very natural expression of sound that allows music to be airier and provide better staging performance. I never once found them to exaggerate any harshness, but it adds a gentle amount of treble for greater clarity. This allows you to perceive more sparkle and more resolution. Again, comfort is key for a ear tip because if it's uncomfortable, you will just not want to use them. And for me, the XWB is extremely comfortable, where I can just use them for many hours. Again, it is soft, but not ridiculously soft, as it is able to hold its shape well without collapsing, allowing for a greater seal. When it comes to pairing, I found them to pair very well with warmer IEMs, as it does make them a little bit airier sounding. Pairing them with an IEM such as like the Punch Audio Martillo will allow it to sound a bit more spacious. This is because the IEM itself is very bass heavy and would benefit from having a bit more air. And the last must-have category would be hybrid ear tips. Hybrid ear tips are ear tips that uses material like silicone and foam all at the same time. They provide an excellent level of seal and is able to allow for a balanced sound, which is pretty much unlike pure foam ear tips, which I'm not mentioning in this review. Those just literally suck the life out of treble and they degrade very quickly. The hybrid ear tips are also way more durable compared to pure foam. My top pick would be the Final Audio Fusion G, which uses 3 types of materials in their construction: ultra high density foam, soft silicone, and a hard silicone as well. It features great engineering, as the use of material here allows for a very comfortable fit with excellent isolation, while allowing for a very balanced sound. The high density foam here allows for great isolation, while the softer silicone below it supports the foam. This great isolation allows for a more solid bass perception, bass hits with more body as a result from the higher levels of isolation, I found that they last significantly longer than traditional pure foam ear tips and also allows for a more balanced signature. The bore on these are also fairly large, which allows them to give an airy presentation as that does not muffle sound. And for me, they are largely, again, very comfortable and can be used for many long hours. So I did mention earlier that I did not cover foam ear tips because generally in 2025, I don't prefer them. I found that they just literally dampen treble way too much and also degrade too quickly. Many years ago, I used Complies. If you want them to sound the best, you need to change them maximum once every 2 weeks before they become absolutely treble eating. And yes, with that said, these are my top picks for the absolute must-have ear tips. What are some of your favorite? Do let me know in the comment section down below. Also, I know that ear tips are ultimately very personal. Once again, please let me know what are your favorites. Thank you so much for watching the Super Chong Super Audio Show. It's great to see you guys, and I hope to see you guys soon next week, hopefully.
Hi, welcome to Super Chong. Today we will be talking about